duct tape, and I put silicone too. So I'm surprised it held a boost. Yeah, man. Freaking came out. You see me, bro? I was laughing. All right, guys. So we're about to load up the car and go home. We got Diego Ega to sign some shirts. We're gonna show you guys later on in the video. We got a couple, and we got the signature from the Drift King today, man. That was really nice. We got to talk about that in another video as well. But yeah, this thing was shredding the last 2 laps. Love it, love it, love it. Let's get it. All right, guys. So as you guys saw in the last video at the track at Wall Stadium, we had an issue with a throttle body, and we taped it up and put some silicone and just sent it that day. And I had the best 2 laps with that tape. The best 2 laps I ever had at that stadium place. So today we're going to be taking all this back out, and I'm gonna try to rethread those threads. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. So let's get it. All right, so I'm gonna have to take off all this tape. So let's take that thing off real quick. Ready? All right, guys, so now that that's off, we're gonna be removing these bolts and this hose here. And then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like underneath there. Underneath where all the studs are, where those bolts are, I mean, and the threads on here. So let's get it. Let's take these hose off. All right, with that hose off, now I'm gonna take off the actual throttle body, so I can just pull the bolts out. The glue that worked. Oh, the glue that was on there. Oops. But it worked, so for that 1 lap, I just gotta clean all this up, the silicone. But yeah, guys, that's how it looks. All right, and you can see the threads are all gone. It looked like had helicoils in there before. Somebody else tried to put those on. Just crappy work from other people. But we're gonna fix it. So yeah, they have helicoils on there. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna try a few things. I'm gonna show you guys. Let's get it. All right, so I got all the helicoils out. They put some on there, and there was no threads, like barely any threads on there, so I don't know how they got them in there. But I measured the bolts here, you know, they're pretty loose, and then this thing goes right through it. But then this one doesn't catch enough thread either. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go 1 size bigger. It almost fits in there, it goes through it. So I'm gonna have to drill these a little bigger as well. But we're gonna tap it here on all of them and see if it works. If this works, then we get away with it. But if not, then I'm gonna have to get another adapter like this and cut this off, weld another one, and have someone do that for me. Because I got to start learning how to weld. That's one of the things in my list before I die. So let's get it. Let's keep going. All right, guys, so I'm excited. The threads actually worked. You can see the difference. So we're going to keep going with this 8 by 1.0. So let's keep going. I'm really excited that that's working and The threads look really, really nice. You guys can see. Really, really nice. So let's get it. All right, guys, so threads are looking better. So now we're gonna have to get some new bolts for the throttle body and try to drill these holes a little bigger so that they can fit and we can bolt it up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. So, cause look at the threads. Look at the threads. Now it has threads, no stupid helicoils that are just gonna slide out with the boost. And I think that's why this car is running sometimes not that good. But once I did that, the car was running flawless. So once this repair is done, it's gonna run 100%. And I still have to get the turbo little elbow welded on there. So another video, because this car is gonna shred this weekend at Fuel Fest in New Jersey. So if you guys going out there, let's get it. All right, guys, so there's the product right there. As you guys can see, I cleaned it up real nice. We got threads now and it's looking good. And we cleaned this up as well. No more silicone. So all I gotta do now is get a throttle body gasket and some bolts, drill these a little bigger, then clean up the inside of that and send it. So let me find some bolts and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with these, how to drill these bigger. Let's get it. All right, guys, so I made a huge mistake. I threaded these threads to 8mm by 1.0, and that's a thread that nobody has. So what I did is I bought 8 by 1.25, and that's the thread pitch that a lot of people carry. So I drilled these to 8 mils so that we can fit them in there. And then on this, I had a problem where some of these bolts don't fit, so I graded them down. So what I'm gonna do to make it work for now, because I have an event this Saturday, we're going to not use the gasket because them holes are small and you can't drill those. We're going to silicone this and then put some Loctite on these just in case and snug them up. So that's the deal, that's the plan. Like I said, I had to trim them down a little bit so they can fit in there because they're bigger bolts, but I know it's gonna work. So let's get it. All right, so it's going in. Put the silicone on that side and then put a little bit of Loctite on there, and we're going to just put this in there and torque it down to 10 nanometers and then send it for Saturday. It's definitely going to work. So stay tuned. I'm going to torque this stuff down and make it happen. Let's get it. All right, it went in. So now we're going to just torque it down. And we got this fancy torque wrench. 10 nanometers on each one. Oh yeah. That tells me that the threads are good and that we're not gonna have any issues. 10. And I'm doing this with one hand, guys. So just for y'all. Boom. And then just check the first one that we did real quick. Let me see. Good. Check them again. Just get them tight, you know what I'm saying? Always recheck them. Boom. Because you don't want them to come loose. Boom. Let's get it. Let's put this thing back on, the boot right here. and finish this job. Let it dry and then rip it later. Ready? There you go, guys. The elbow is back on, and just gotta let it dry, and then we might take it for a drive later on tonight. We're gonna be checking all over the car because that's what we do. We want to make it safe for the weekend, and we got to go shredding and make sure everything's good to do it the right way. So let's get it. Let's actually flip these tires too, because this car eats the insides more, so I flipped them so I can have a little bit more fun with those tires. So let's get it, guys. Make your dreams come true. All right, guys, so we checked every bolt and every nut on the bottom here. Make sure everything was tight. Make sure there was no leaks from previously replaced parts that we were shredding with, like the power steering hose that was leaking before. Now everything's good, no issues with that. I cleaned up the suspension a little bit. My clamps keep coming loose on this wastegate. I don't know why, but I tightened them up. Fuel filter's good. All of this is good and tight. And back here, I cleaned up the arms to make them look pretty, even though you don't see them. But I like to have a nice and clean drift car, so we can shred and all the bolts come out loose later on and everything. So always keep a clean car. Let's get it. All right, guys, so that's how you go over the drift car. You know, I showed it on other videos, but I like to just repeatedly do it so you guys can engrave into your head, so that you can just perform as you should and always have safety first. So now, thank you for watching, and hope you liked the video and learned something. I know I did, so let's get it.